Hey there, guys. It's me, Zalo, and today I wanted to react to Life Before Smartphones by The Hands. Um, so yeah, go subscribe to The Hands. I'm gonna subscribe right now. This looks like a chill video, and guess what I happen to be? You guessed it, a Gen Z. I am on the cusp of a millennial, you would say, born in 2002. Um, So, yeah, I was interested in this idea right here because I'm like, I guess you're right. Yeah, a lot of people do say that we wouldn't be able to survive without our phones. So, would we be able to? And I remember a time where yeah, I could totally survive without a phone. um, you know, so
I recently got told that Gen Z can't live without phones. What that person didn't realize is that a lot of us actually grew up without phones.
yep.
I recently was digging through an old box at the family house and found this, the old family digital camera. Inside was an SD card. I pulled it out and plugged it into my laptop.
A digital
This
camera.
was the first
That
thing I
that
saw.
thing sounds expensive. I remember back in the days we had these. They're like yellow. My gosh, I can't remember the word. But they could. You would just disposable. Okay, disposable cameras. That's what they're called. So they're temporary cameras. You take a bunch of pictures and then you would throw it away because you would run out of film, and then you would use that the things that you did like before you threw it away. Of course, you would use it. You get it developed at like a Walmart or a Walgreens or something. And then once you have your pictures, then you can throw away the disposable camera. You'd have to buy another one. It probably was like $50 or $25. I don't remember how much my mom paid for it, but we had a crap ton of those, and we had so many pictures. We took so many pictures when I was a kid. Uh, so we just have like just boxes filled of pictures, and then we have VHS tape videos of me and my family from early 2000s, and we have like burnt CDs and all kinds of things. Um, it's it's kind of crazy when you think about it. But yeah, I wonder what it would be like looking back at all those old videos because I was a baby. I haven't seen them in decades. Those videos I have not seen them in decades. Like I didn't get a phone until I was 9, so I didn't. I wasn't able to like take a video and I wasn't able to do that when I was a kid. So I didn't have many videos and pictures and stuff like that, not on my phone of me. When I was 9, like 9 and up is when I started getting pictures and videos and stuff of myself. But even then, I didn't really take that many pictures or videos because I didn't really care that much about how I looked, or I didn't really care about like um taking pictures and documenting the world. As much as I'm interested in like documenting the world, and I'm very invested in photography right now and portraiture and just faces. So I started doing that recently, more toward being a teenager. So think about that. That's a decade in between being a 9-year old and being a teenager. It was like 15 years old around there when I started really getting into documenting uh, a lot of parts of my life. So for years, I would just take like random picture here or there of like a dog or something. Whew. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
This is crazy stuff we do around our street. This is one of them. One of the awesome ones. And this is the second one of the one we've done before.
Old school camera,
But this
eh?
is better. Look at that. We get followed. That's the motorbike, and that's a person on the back. And we have to tackle each other off that. It's a boogie board.
Watching this was like, holy shit, man. I forgot what it was like before phones.
Go.
Like, we used to
It was
just go
fun.
outside in our spare time and mess around.
Do the weirdest stuff, bro. I remember, because I'm talking early 2000s and in the hood. So I remember they would do the right ghost Ghost Ride the Whip. Is it something like that? It's like Ride the Whip. I remember. So it was. It's kind of illegal. But I remember a lot of cousins would just kind of show up. You hear like this music banging outside, and you're like, "Huh?" And then you just get up, you run outside, open the door, and you see your cousin ghost riding the whip. and, and when they say ghost ride it, that means that they don't have their hands on the wheels, and they're just basically like on top of the car, like dancing while the car's still moving, and the beat is still bumping, and it's wild. And gosh, there's so many random things that I just feel like we're so much bigger because we didn't really have phones yet. Remember we would go outside and try and like find if we can get to China, try and like dig a hole in the wall. As a thing, people just did it all the time. There would be all kinds of holes all over the duplexes because all kinds of kids would just we just hang out together and we just digging holes trying to get to China. My mom's like, "Why are you digging that hole?" I'm like, "Trying to get to China. What you doing?" Okay. Or we'd make like stews uh with all the Mother Nature like plants and stuff in the backyard. We didn't have a backyard in the back. And then we put water and dirt and like all kinds of things and feed it. Well, we didn't feed it to anybody, but we'd just put it in like mugs and stuff and jugs and make it look like we were like creating elixirs and or fairies and all this stuff. And we create our own worlds. And we had all kinds of people from like all kinds of kids from around the block just come over and hang out with us. And we play all kinds of games like volleyball and basketball. And we made up games where we throw like rocks at each other and like hit. I remember that one game with it's like a water bottle, and then you hit that water bottle. Uh, if you hit the water bottle, then whoever it hits, they have to do whatever you say for the next couple, whatever. And we were making up races where we could do like a speed race, and then whoever won the speed race got free dinner or something. It's all kinds of things. It was like giant for the neighborhood though, because all the kids came over there and they loved hanging out with us, and I always had like a new thing I was doing, and my friends were just it was just so awesome, man. We didn't have phones, but we did have TV and stuff, so we would go and we'd play games and stuff. But a lot of it was mostly just going outside and doing weird stuff. Like saw how that guy was just like he was like one of the kids was sliding on the thing on the back. I remember doing that. So there was like a truck, somebody's actual truck, and then they put like this small like sled thing on the back of it, and then kids would just get on it and just ride. Or when the ice cream truck would come, kids would just get on the back of the ice cream truck and just try. Just the ice cream truck was basically a taxi. They would go home like that. And the ice cream truck dude was so chill. Depending on which ice cream trucks, because there was a bunch of different ice cream trucks. Like the kids got to know the ice cream men. Like we knew them. They were our besties. They were our friends, and we'd be like, "Dude, he's right there. Like, come on, Charles. Like, that's the guy. Like, that's my homie." And then the ice cream man would give us like percentages off on things. And dude, I miss that time period. It was nice. Whenever uh, we did stuff because we would make music and stuff. We wouldn't like record anything, but we just like make tapping sounds and sing and dance, rap and all kinds of stuff. My sister was really good at dancing and rapping, and I just loved singing. So that's what we did, and then it was a lot of fun. We played with dolls, created worlds. Gosh, Lee. That was also fun for our friends. What else? That one game, dude, that one game where you grab the ball, it's like a bouncy ball, and then you're inside of a room with like four walls, and then your floor has to be, of course, like our floor was wood. So we would grab the ball and just smash it at the floor as hard as we could, and it goes into every single corner, and you just don't get hit by that ball. Because if you get hit by the ball, then that means you're out. And we do that until every person that's in that room gets hit and they're out, and then we start over. That was how we spent a lot of our days, and it was so freaking fun. I don't understand why it was so fun, but it was the funnest. Playing hopscotch, and those were good times. Yeah, those are really good times. Just making up, creating worlds, and our friends dressing up and pretending to be this and that, and doing things. It was awesome. I don't know how it is for kids nowadays. Whether they got to experience any of the crazy ish that we did when we were kids, but yeah, I got to see all that stuff. We went to water parks and split splash, made baths. I cannot swim. My friends did not care. They tried to drown me and set up my family. Um, it was it was a lot, and it was really fun. I loved going to parks when I was a kid because the swings are there. I still love swings to this day, and I'm an adult. Like swings are so fun. They're so awesome to me. Um, yeah, it was just dancing and then connecting with people and talking and hanging out. That's what got me.
The whole neighborhood would just combine after school, and all the kids would just leave their houses to go see what was happening.
It's awesome.
Ooh. Did that hurt, Jonathan?
What?
Is it fun? Yeah.
Like in this shot here, just count the amount of kids. There's like 10 kids from all over the street. That is wild.
Yeah, exactly.
We were just so lucky growing up.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. There was like all over the blocks. We lived in the hood, so like this part of the hood, we had one stretch, and on that neighborhood alone, we already knew like 10 kids. And then on the other side of that other side of the there's a different hood. 10 kids would come over from there. 10 kids from the other side of the block. They would come over to our side, and then we would all meet in our side, and then we would just play. We do hide and seek. We do all tag and all this and that. Our families got to know each other, all of them. There's some stories there. A lot of people didn't like each other. A lot of fighting. Um, but there was a lot of love too. Our families sharing food and culture because not all these kids weren't all black. Obviously, they were different races. So we got to hang out with so many different people and do so many crazy things. It was amazing being a kid at that time. Uh, even
We're just doing this for fun. It's pretty cool. Don't try this at home.
As you can see, we are trained professionals.
What's happened? Oh my god! I think you guys might need a... Ooh. Oh, this is strong enough for us to keep on going. Okay, yeah. Oh my god!
looks like he broke it.
Let's go!
Oh my gosh, that is not good.
Let's go! I'm the cameraman. Don't stop filming. We're gonna keep this on for a while because we've still got that to go. We're gonna rock this party!
I can just imagine the nightmare our washing machines went through. We used to write everyone's number on the wall from the street. So if we wanted to hang out with them, we'd call the home phone and
You're
someone would pick up
everywhere,
at the
bro.
house and would say, "Is Matt available to come play? Can he come stay over tonight?"
And look like this, got it! This is a new style to not get your knees burnt.
There you go.
Modified the sled.
He's learning.
Oh, interviewing, baby.
Roasty, your knees are still down there.
Okay, let's go.
The original video is actually
You'll get
30
those
minutes
knees
long
burnt.
and uncut, but I wish it was longer. I found that we filmed this video to be sent to a friend of ours. His name was Joe.
And this is for you, Joe. And this is for a person called Joseph. I'm gonna show him this. And but any other person can watch it.
He had just moved away, and we wanted to show him all the cool things that he was missing out on.
That's messed up. They're like, Joe,
I
I
haven't
know
seen
you're
Joe
listening
since
to
then,
us,
and this video
and
never reached him.
hit me.
Technically, riding a motorbike in a residential area isn't entirely legal. No one really bothered us because we weren't hurting anyone. We were just kids having fun. If kids did this nowadays, some grumpy bastard would call the police.
We get there and no lost. I someone would walk in and be like, "Yo, you're not supposed to be doing that. You wouldn't leave your stuff at
Oh,
the
you
That's
snapped off.
incredible. That's everything on you."
Stop. This is again.
Little did I know that within 5 years, all the sections that we played on would be filled with houses. And most of these kids would move away and I would never see them again. We used to pull down the for sale signs every week because we didn't want to lose our outdoor playground. Those were the times. All of this got me thinking, like, do kids play outside anymore? It only took me one Google search to find out. Do kids still play outside? Yes, kids still play outside, but the way they play has changed drastically. Less unstructured time. Children today spend 50% less time playing outside freely compared to previous generations. Many parents grew up playing until the streetlights came on,
Yeah.
whereas modern play is often scheduled and adult supervised. 50% less time outdoors. Like, that is crazy. These kids don't know about Spotlight. Like, go home, stay home, cops and robbers. Like, we were about that life, you know? But you can't blame them. It's not their fault. I always told myself that when I grow up, I'll never moan about the younger generation because I'm not in the generation. Like, who am I to lecture them? They probably have it harder than me. I say it as if I'm not the younger generation, but I feel like I was lucky. I was the lucky end of my generation. I got to grow up without phones, and I got to grow up with phones. Like, we can't blame the younger generation for the way things are. The whole culture has changed. Like, every kid has an iPhone. And it's not their fault. They're a product of their surroundings. And their surroundings are social media. Like, it's manufactured to be the most addictive things to humans. And it's normal. Like, it's easy to say that Gen Z and Alpha are always on their phones. But they got you too, bro. It's hypocritical of me saying social media is the problem and I'm posting on YouTube.
He's like, "They got you too, bro." You're not wrong. Oh, you're not wrong. I wish they didn't, though. Mostly because we accidentally changed the world. And we changed it in a negative way. I wouldn't say that social media has had any good influence on anybody. Besides making people, rich sometimes. I don't think it really has helped the world. I think it made it worse. Um, when I was a teenager, the internet was something that was so fun. It was different. No one was really doing it, actually. No one was on it. No one was watching stuff. It was weird to even look at it, like, for a long period of time. They're like, "What are you doing?" Like, "Come hang out with us." Like, "Why are you on your phone?" Like, that they would be asking that. And and then it just got so normalized. That ruined everything. I just wish we held on a little bit longer instead of letting the phones take over and letting our attention get slipped away so much. I do wish that I didn't just watch YouTube. I wasn't watching YouTube a lot of the times, actually. I didn't start watching YouTube officially until like 2012, I think. It was either 2012 or 2011. Um, and yeah, because I already knew Smosh existed. They were obviously like nearly the first YouTuber ever created. Um, so I was watching them. And there was a couple of other things I used to watch when I was a kid. Um, just some old YouTubers that they're not around anymore. And if they are, they're not that big. And I'm not interested in any other content anymore. I'm mostly interested in like historical things or just things that teach you. And I love things that question. Uh, and I love art. So those are my main couple things I really focus on nowadays, and teaching, because I'm a teacher. So I just find it so weird to look at life like this and realize how much everything is gone. It's different. It's not what I asked for, what I thought I would have when I became older. I thought it was going to be different. I thought being an adult and all this was going to be fun. Uh, it's a lot of work. And I feel like the phones are not helping. It made it worse.
Fair enough. But I feel like short form is more of a problem than long form content. At
Oh,
least
yeah.
with long form, you can get bored of it. Like most of you guys do get bored with my content. But short form, you can just scroll forever. If all the kids are inside on social media or gaming or whatever, then no kids are going to go outside. Because there's going to be no kids outside.
I'm very good at sprinting. I'm the fastest in my school at sprinting.
That's why he's the GOAT!
60-meter sprint period because I got a bad start.
I wish I picked up the camera more and just filmed us doing random shit, you know? This is the side of Gen Z they don't tell you about.
Oh, actually, this is cool.
And this is my mom. Sammy. Hi.
If someone asked me what life was like before phones, I would say this.
Oh my gosh, remember the game?
Life had more grazed knees, grass stains,
Gonna rock this party.
broken boogie boards, scooters,
Yeah,
and
logo sticks.
less phones.
Sounds like-
Oh, well, that looks like the end, folks. See ya.
And then a lot of that as a kid. Oh man, a lot of painting on people's faces and just they were interesting things. We were not. We had fun, you know. We had a lot of fun. hmm If I had to say anything, it's that I think that the world is not exactly what we want it to be. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you think? Do you think about this video? What do you think about early Gen Zs? How do you think about like the newer generation and how they play? I feel really bad, and I wish they got to experience life a lot more. But think about our culture; it's so different. Work. A lot of people work a lot more, and especially the parents. They work so much they have no time to allow themselves to watch their kids while their kids are playing outside. So that's why their kids probably gets less time outside, just in general, unless they have a backyard. But even if they have a backyard, like, what about the other kids around the neighborhood, like that wants to come over and play? Like, their parents are probably going to be like, no, someone has to be there to watch you, or else I'm not going to allow you to go over there. Um, so yeah, it's just like inflation, working a lot, and getting money, and all this and that. It all kind of ties back into itself, right? You know, like if we don't have enough money, there's not enough money being like thrown around at us, then we have to work a lot more. If we have to work a lot more, then the kids they don't get a lot of one-on-one time with their parents. Plus, their parents aren't there to watch them, so they can actually do what they want to do outside. A lot of people are a lot more aggravated, so when they do see kids doing anything outside, they're like, "Why are you out here? What are you doing? You're in my space. You're in my space, girl." I'm sorry, girl, chill. Um, yeah, yeah, that is just what it is. So what do you think about that? Do you think it has anything to do with our culture? How do you feel about short form versus long form? I've always thought the long form was better, in my opinion. Short form, it's terrible for the kids' brains, and I wish there was an age limit on who could use certain things. Long form, I feel like it should be fine for kids, um, and they should even limit some of the things that they get to see, because I can't believe some of the shows these kids be watching. My kids come up to me and be like, showing me these cartoons. I'm like, girl, what is that? That's crazy. murder and stuff inside of these cartoons. And I'm like, girl, you're not supposed to be watching that. You too. She ain't too. But she too. uh, okay. Anyways, I keep getting off track. Bye. Bye. Have a good day. Leave any recommendations inside of the comment section too. Bye bye.